This is the CBS 42 News at noon.
Welcome back. While many are keeping their eyes on Hurricane Dorian in the tropics, people in Birmingham were up enjoying the cooler temperatures we saw this morning. This was the scene as people took their morning stroll or jog down at Railroad Park. Certainly a nice place to do it. I was outside doing live shots this morning as a part of the morning show. Very mild, pleasant, kind of cool temperatures out there. Very nice outside this morning.
Especially cool. Like to the north of Birmingham, spots like Coleman and Hamilton all got down to the 50s this morning. That's the first real taste of fall that I think
kind of nice.
We've had in a while. Yeah, it's been really nice. But when it's this dry outside, temperature changes pretty readily, so it's still going to be hot later this afternoon. But nice live shot over downtown Summerton, not a cloud in the sky. And that is the story really all across most of central Alabama, as the dry pocket that settled over the region yesterday is still in place right now. We're sitting at 90 degrees in Summerton. That's one of the hotter spots all across our viewing area. Those dew points down into the upper 50s. There's that dry air that's sitting in place. We're used to seeing dew points in the low 70s, but now it's drier outside, so it's a little bit more comfortable. Sitting at 85 here in Birmingham, 85 in Alabaster as well. We've got up to 88 in Tuscaloosa. Other spots sitting in the low 80s. 82 in Gadsden, 83 up to the north in Coleman. Basically cloud-free and rain-free all across Alabama this afternoon, and we've got some of the moisture associated with Hurricane Dorian already starting to make its way into the Atlantic coastline. And here is the latest information that we have on Hurricane Dorian. This is the 10 a.m. advisory package, so the information is fairly new, but over the past 3 hours, you see here, the storm is starting to develop an eye around that center of circulation. It's a high-end Category 2 storm with winds of 110 miles per hour, and it's still moving to the northwest at around 10 miles per hour, but gradually, over the next 24 hours, it's going to turn from northwest to due west. And as it tracks over these warm waters near the Bahamas, it's likely to intensify into a very powerful Category 4 hurricane by tomorrow evening with winds of 130 miles per hour. Now, the forecast models have honed in on southeast Florida being the most likely region for us to see landfall with Hurricane Dorian, more than likely sometime during the day on Labor Day or overnight into Tuesday morning, as a very powerful Category 4 storm, likely weakening to a 3 just after landfall. But then the problems continue as it tracks north up the Florida peninsula, very similar to what Hurricane Irma did 2 years ago, likely producing a lot of very prolific rainfall along the way. So really stretching from Miami all the way up into Jacksonville, Florida, we have a possibility of seeing 10 to 20 inches of rain, depending on where exactly the storm tracks. But on the plus side, back here at home in Alabama, we'll be on the dry side of the storm, where all that drier air will be pulled in from the north. So the impacts for us will be basically nothing from Hurricane Dorian. For the next 24 hours, we'll just be staying high and dry. Temperatures today will top out in the low 90s. And then if you have plans to head out later tonight, should be a nice quiet evening, all things considered. Temperatures by tomorrow morning will be cool, but not quite as cool as they were earlier this morning. We'll get down into the mid-60s across most of the region for tomorrow morning. And for tomorrow afternoon, Saturday should be gorgeous. Temperatures up into the upper 80s with more sunshine on the way. And we've got opening weekend for Auburn. We've got them playing Oregon over in Dallas. It should be pretty hot, though. Temperatures in the mid-90s by kickoff, with the kickoff at 6 p.m. And then by the end of the game, still seeing the mid-80s after the game is over. And then in Atlanta, we've got Alabama taking on Duke. Temperatures at around 2:30 should be in the low 90s. No rain chances to worry about either with this game. And then temperatures at the end of the game should be still in the mid-80s. Now closer to home, here's your 7-day forecast. Staying mainly dry for today and for tomorrow. Maybe a couple pop-up storms possible Sunday afternoon. But for the most part, I think we'll be staying primarily dry all the way through Labor Day. Temperatures should be staying pretty hot as well, low 90s. No considerable rain chances to worry about thanks to that drier air being pulled in by Dorian. Rain chances will be basically at a minimum for most of next week. Conan, back over to you.